Good morning, all. Beautiful day. Back pasture. We're going to brush hog today. We've got to move all the boats. We're going to try to burn that pile of brush and scrap wood. Uh, my wife Robin is out there mowing the front yard. But I wanted to quick do a little update on the RK37. I told you about our hitch setup. This is it. So this is a 4-inch piece by 1.5 inch steel tubing. We welded a plate on the front of it, and then the rest of it is just a store-bought receiver mount, and then of course a receiver. And then we put onto it some chain with a little binder, and then up here it hooks right there. This is our 5th or 6th one we've made for ourselves and our friends, and it works really well. Of course, you got the angles right, so when you put a load onto it, it doesn't bend the fork, and that was our main concern. We didn't want to bore a hole in the end of the fork to put a ball on it. This just makes it so much easier. It just slides in, slides off. I mean, in 5 seconds, I guess it is. I can have it off, and then if I want it on, I just slide it on, reach up here, put the hook up here, grab chain binder, and it's done. Works great. And then I also, this is our T-bar. It's just a generic T-bar, but on the RK tractors, even though they come, if you get ones with the loaders, come with beet juice in the rear tires. If you pick up the arms, as far as, they'll pick up a load, and I'm going to say 2,200 pounds, somewhere in there. And you go, oh, that's all she'll lift. Well, that's incorrect. If you tilt your forks down at an angle, lift it up as far as it can go, it'll pick up, and then tilt your forks back, you can pick up a lot more weight. Well, that is one of the reasons why we added 800 more pounds to the back of this, is because we'll pick it up and then tilt the forks back, because some of the things we pick up is greater than 2,200 pounds. And yeah, things get real light without it. Would I go a little wider to put on more weight? Yeah, I think I'd add another 400 pounds to it, just to keep that back of the tractor planted even harder into the ground. But that's just me, and I guess maybe I'm trying to ask more out of the tractor than I should. But the thing is a brute. I guess my personal opinion, since we do have John Deere tractors, a friend of ours has the TYM version of this. If you are considering an RK tractor, we've had ours now a little over a year and some months. I would buy another one in a heartbeat. With that being said, it wasn't just the cost. It was more based on the beefiness of it. As long as RK Tractor services them, even though I'll probably never use their service department, I have really no reason to, unless it's something that is covered under warranty. The nice thing about Rural King is you can go on their website, and they have on there a parts manual for this, and if you buy one, I'd suggest you download it. And you'll notice that all the part numbers are all TYM numbers. So you can, if Rural King by chance ever stops selling them and you need parts for it, you can get a hold of a TYM dealer, give them the number, and guess what? You have the parts you need for the tractor. So, I don't know about Kubotas and some of the other manufacturers out there, but if you're looking for a very stout tractor, I would look at the RK37. I'm not sure of the next size bigger tractor, the number of it. I just know it was a little bulkier than what we wanted, and it wouldn't lift any more weight than this one. So that's my opinion. This tractor here, if you're going to use it around property that is 5 acres or bigger, and you're going to use it and work it, I highly recommend them. Like I said, service wise, if you have a Mahindra dealer by you, it's the same tractor. They'll go, oh well, same with TYM. Long and short of it, they're all the same tractor. You can pull a parts manual for a TYM version or a Mahindra version, and you'll find they're the same parts. There's a couple subtle differences, but other than that, So my 2 cents is, if you want to buy a economical tractor, right now they'll probably go up in price, is buy a TYM or / a Rural King. Rural King has a little bit better dealers, you could say, than TYM does. So, but we've been real happy. Out of 10 being the best and 1 being the worst, I'd actually give it a 9. And the only reason I guess I would give it a 9 instead of a 10 is 2 things. The seat does not fold up, and we're used to our John Deeres. So when it's sitting out here in the sun and it's quite warm, well, today isn't quite warm, but it's just working in the mid 70s. But you can't flip the seat up and get it so the seat itself is in the shade, so when you sit down, you don't cook your bottom. The only other problem that it's kind of reoccurring, and I lube it, is the throttle will get stuck, and you have to just hit your foot throttle, which is a cable-driven system, and it will idle back down just fine. One of the things a friend of mine asked me was, would it run a 8-foot brush hog? I think it would, but I think you're going to work the tractor a little bit. We really like our 6-foot. A 7-foot would be, it would probably work on it. Just give you a little offset away from the tires a little more, but we're real happy with our 6-foot. But that's it. Wanted to give you a little heads up and show you what this attachment actually looks like, and with the weights on the back of the tractor. We're getting ready to put steel up in the new machine shop in the ceiling, so I've got to go over there and get some of it picked up and brought inside. And then as soon as that's all in there, I'll convert the tractor over so the wife can start mowing all that. Well, have a good day all. I guess like everybody else says, please like and subscribe. This portion, until I get the shop done, is a lot of basically just moving everything into the shop. You guys are taking the journey with me. You'll get to see the new machine shop built, the wood shop built, the pass-through built, and then eventually where my father's truck is, the gantry crane put in, and then a 60 by 160 pole barn or metal building will go up beyond it for storage. Still have a lot more work to do. I've got to get the boiler hooked up. My wife's been after me. I've got to get the furnace hooked up so she can have air conditioning upstairs in her craft room. But there you go, long and short of it. If you're looking for a tractor and you want a brute and you're not stuck on, Case, John Deere, Kubota, Bobcat, whatever, look at a Rural King tractor. Like I said, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Have a good day.